It was a young man. He had a show. You asked him questions. You can tell he wanted to know. That's right.
Welcome to Ask the Funk Masta. I am the Funk Masta, and I'm bringing the funk. Now I'm getting comfortable doing what I do. I enjoy making videos for you guys to watch, and I appreciate you guys watching them. I looked it up though, and I know that there is no rule that says that I have to use the same shot every time. And darn it, I wanted to use this chair. Okay, so that's why. I'm sorry. I'm just getting a little emotional. I went on a trip recently to visit my mom, and I accidentally watched Grey's Anatomy, and thanks to Netflix, now I'm totally addicted to the show. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I have beef with it. I've got beef with Grey's Anatomy, and I'll tell you why. Because they bludgeon me over the head with emotional crap. Okay, one of two things will happen every episode. Either someone will come in, they have some kind of condition that needs to be operated on right away, but they don't know if they should. And everybody's emotional and worried and up in arms, it's going to work, it's going to be okay. But they do it anyway, they have the surgery, and they're fine, and everybody's happy because this person is a saint, and they make cookies for the homeless or something. Or a person comes in because they have an ache in their foot, and this person's a success story. They just got out of jail, they quit doing drugs, married the high school sweetheart, but they find brain cancer and the person dies right there in the hospital that day. And here I am, sitting here watching this, just bawling my eyes out because this woman who was pregnant walked in front of a bus. And they are closing the obstetrics unit because of the economy, and it just... But I keep watching, and I'll tell you why. Because these shows nowadays, these television shows, they're genius. These writers, they will write in conflict into the storyline and never resolve it. Every episode I watch, I'm left with more questions than answers as to why Meredith Grey whines all the time. And Alex is a butthead. And why, oh why did that woman walk in front of that bus? But watch at your own risk. I mean, it's a good show. You know, I think the acting is good and the writing is good. You know, overall, it's quality programming. Except for the editing. I saw one recently where this doctor, he walks in, closes the door, walks us over to the patient, camera pans in, and talking about the condition, everything like that, dialogue. Camera pans out, the door is open. Did they think we weren't going to see it? I mean, it's not Star Wars. And don't get me started on Uncle George. Well, now it's question time, so let's check in with Mr. Sock. How's it going, Mr. Sock? Oh, nice of you. I'm doing quite well, actually. Ready for question time. Question number 1 today is from Brum, who lives in Little Rock. And his question is, what is the square root of 236? Thanks for the question, Brum, from Little Rock. What is the square root of 236? You know, I do my best. I try to answer all questions honestly, but I have told people in the past that you should ask me a question that you want to know the answer to, but don't necessarily need the answer to. Hopefully this is not a test question that you didn't get right, Brum, because if you need to know the answer to whether the square root of 236, I don't know. If I were to guess, I would guess my guess would be 16, but I don't know that. I'm just going to throw that out there, just in case. And if it is, you know, congratulations, you got an A. Unless that was the only question you got right, then I got an A. Question number 2 is from Crystal Nooks from Arezzo, Italy. Her question is, what kind of milkshake would bring you to the yard? Actually, this is working out really great. People are actually giving me names and places they're from. Because if people don't give me a name, I assign it, and people don't tell me where they're from. And naturally, they're from Hoboken, New Jersey, which is an actual place. If you didn't know that, I looked it up after I got all those people. Sorry. Anyway, what milkshake would bring me to the yard? Now, I'm assuming that she's referring to that song where this particular young lady says that her milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. Now, I don't know. I mean, I know plenty of girls that like milkshakes too, so I don't really know what she's talking about. Maybe she just knows she's been to culinary school. I'm getting off subject. The kind of milkshake that would bring me to the yard, if somebody said, "Hey, come out here to the yard, I got a milkshake for you," I'd be like, "Is it cold?" Okay. So it's got to be cold. It's got to have milk in it and ice cream. The deal breaker, though, is chocolate. I'm really into chocolate milkshakes. Now, if I had a choice, I would go with the chocolate banana. Okay. But if they if they didn't have any if they didn't have any fruit lying around, they're just like, "Hey, we just got ice cream and chocolate and milk. You know, you take it or leave it, jerk. I don't know why you're so picky about milkshakes." Which is actually begs the question: what milkshake wouldn't bring you to the yard? What milkshake? I had never had a milkshake I didn't like. Thanks again for coming out. I got a couple more subscribers this week, which is great. But I appreciate all of my supporters. Make sure you click the like button, click the subscribe button, and make sure you comment down below any questions. And send me a video response for viewers' request if you want me to see me do something crazy. I was even talking about somebody about wishing them happy birthday. And hopefully I'll get to do that at some point. So if you want me to wish you happy birthday on viewers' request, if you were looking for something for me to do, there you go. Also, make sure that you check out
Blogsterpiece Theatre.
And ladies and gentlemen, where would we be without our college degrees? We didn't get through college without textbooks. And if you guys are in the market for textbooks, JT's Books is where you need to be. Check it out. Once again, this has been Ask the Funk Master. Welcome to the new screenshot and the new chair. I'm going to head out, but keep those comments and questions coming, and I will catch you all on the flip.